Hello, true believers. It's the Comic Apprentice, and I am here with Paul. He is my uncle. And we are both connoisseurs of comic knowledge. Yes. And we have stumbled upon 3 new trailers dropped at San Diego Comic-Con 2018. So we are going to be reviewing the Shazam trailer, the Titans trailer, and the Aquaman trailer. And these seem very important because we have seen the Shazam and Titans trailer. We couldn't wait to just get the full reaction on that one because we just stumbled upon it. But we have not seen the Aquaman trailer yet, so that'll be completely first-time reaction.
Yeah.
But so far, if Aquaman turns out to be as good as Shazam and Titans are looking and sticking with that kind of theme that DC seems to be going with, then I think they have a real shot of redeeming themselves from their movies in the past.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and coming up to more of a Marvel standard. So we're going to get right into it, and we're starting with the Shazam trailer.
Yeah. There it is.
You've run from foster homes in 6 counties. I can take care of myself. When you're 18, give these people a chance. Because that's what they're giving you.
This is Billy Batson. Make sure you make him feel at home.
They seem nice,
Yeah.
but don't buy it. It gets real Game of Thrones around here.
Right.
Dude, just messing around. You look at me and you're like, why so dark? You're a disabled foster kid. You've got it all. If you could have one superpower, what would you pick? Everybody chooses flight. You know why?
So they can fly away from this conversation?
No, because heroes fly.
What, you need your fake family to stand up for you?
Hey.
Man,
Oh, yeah,
sorry
it's
about
cool.
that.
Oh.
Go! Grab it! Get out the way!
Billy Batson. I choose you as champion.
Hello?
Say my name so my powers may flow through you.
But I don't know your name, sir.
Shazam.
Wait, for real?
Say it, okay?
Shazam?
Yeah.
Say it.
This means Billy.
What is happening?
Suit doesn't
You're the
look
only
too
person
bad
I know
either.
that knows anything about
It's
this
really comic
Crusader
accurate.
stuff.
It's just, it looks different from what they've been thinking.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
The actor's
What are your
pretty
superpowers?
good, and they're sticking
Superpowers,
with the
dude, I
more
don't even know how to
comedic
pee in this thing.
Right.
AM to the PM, PM to the AM.
You have super strength. Can you fly?
If I quit your PM, I still rock Mercedes. If I quit this season, I still be the greatest.
He's got
You okay? Why are you talking?
PM, sit down.
You know, I don't think that's gonna buff out.
Your phone's charged. Your phone's charged.
The hell?
Move that arm.
You're like a bad guy, right?
Gentlemen!
You have bullet immunity.
I'm bulletproof.
Oh.
You're dead.
Yeah, you got that.
Sorry about your window, but you're welcome for not getting robbed.
Oh, hey, what's up? I'm a superhero.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, there's a couple of major things that I liked about that one. Is they're sticking with the kind of newer version of Shazam, the more comedic one instead of like the Superman type guy, like the super serious, big, strong guy. He's more like the Flash or Green Lantern type character, kind of almost comic relief. And it'd be cool if he was introduced into some form of the Justice League or something in the future, which would be awesome. The actor that they picked, I think, portrays that newer, more comedic version of Shazam really well, while still looking the part of the character. And the suit is also really good.
At least they can make Shazam in a way of comedy, but it's also make it serious on his outlook.
Yeah. And I'm also interested to see if this movie is the one where they'll be including Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam, or if they're going to hold that off till later and give him a lesser villain, or I don't really know that much about Shazam's Rogues Gallery. It's pretty much just Black Adam. So if they do use The Rock Johnson's portrayal of Black Adam in this movie, that would be really cool to see.
That's gonna be a huge.
Yeah. He would be a really good addition to the DCEU, and it'd be cool to see him as a villain interact with the other characters, because as we've seen in all their animated films and in the comics, a villain, even though they have a specific hero, doesn't mean that they won't tangle with the Justice League, or they'll leave a city and go to a different one to get away from their superhero, and then bump into another one. So it'd be really cool to see like a Superman fighting Black Adam in the future or something like that. But yeah, if Paul doesn't have anything else to say, then we can get into the Titans trailer.
We can just move on.
Move
Because
on?
right now,
Yeah.
it's between Black Adam and Shazam. Well, Shazam, and if he's gonna face up Black Adam's, there's gotta be an outlook on that.
Yeah.
Because
And I would hope if they have
because that Dwayne Johnson's gonna be serious.
Yeah.
He's a serious person, but the Shazam.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just about to say. I hope if they do include Black Adam, that he would be super serious like he is in the comics.
Right.
And that would provide a really good contrast between the hero and the villain in the movie. But yeah, let's get right into the Titans trailer.
Who are you?
Everything led me here.
Actress looks really good.
To you. You're the boy from the
And
circus.
Dick Grayson. Yeah, they both look really good actors. They really look the part. I hope that they can portray the characters really well. I love that Robin who just left.
Yeah.
And this part.
Please,
Oh yeah.
can you help me?
Where's Batman?
There's something evil inside of me.
You're scared, I get it, but you can control it.
I like the new twist on Beast Boy.
I don't know what I've become.
I don't know who that is. That's
Sometimes when I feel the darkness, it feels good.
White Angel.
Blue and white suit.
My mom says there's no such thing as monsters.
I used to think that. I was wrong.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that I really liked about that Titans trailer. First of all, I like how they changed it from Teen Titans to Titans. It kind of shows that there's a distinct difference between the two versions of the characters, which I'm pretty sure it was the creator of the director, whoever wrote the Titans movie, who tweeted out that exact thing, that it's not Teen Titans anymore, it's Titans.
Yeah.
They're different, they're changed, they're darker, it matches with the DCU and what their image is. But I also really like their different physical takes on the characters. So Dick Grayson seems to be a lot more dark and intense, and he seems to have some form of hatred for Batman for some reason. So it's going to be cool to see how that played out. Like I said, I really love that Robin symbol ninja star, or shuriken. That was really cool. Raven looks cool. She doesn't have that distinct red gem, I guess, whatever it is, in her forehead.
I think Robert just wanted stay off the shadow of Batman.
Yeah, it might be him in his transition from Robin to Nightwing.
Because he wanted to go on his own, explore his abilities without having Batman as his
answer to somebody.
His own
caretaker.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be. I didn't think about that. That it might be his transition to Nightwing, which means we might get to see Nightwing in the DCU, which is awesome. And then that also could introduce us into Jason Todd and Red Hood, which is a really interesting storyline that they could dive into.
But he also might end up learning how his teams works out, and his attitude will change through the lines of fighting and communication of each other.
Yeah. Like I said, I really like the new looks of Starfire and Beast Boy as well. Beast Boy, they kind of have like his jacket, it looks like, and his whole outfit is kind of like a mimic of his original like skin-tight superhero suit, but in jacket form. But the makeup that they did to make him look green, and it looks like he does have claws and the green hair and the pointy ears and stuff. So that's kind of the Beast Boy we want. All we really see of him is him like jumping or lunging at somebody. So we don't know yet if he's going to be like his kind of quirky, wisecracky type character in this, because everything else seems to be kind of darkened down. So they might have to do that with him. But if there is a comic relief, it probably will be him.
You might just learn after down the line that what Batman would say. You're going to have responsibilities when somebody else takes over.
Yeah.
Then you'd be saying, "Oh shoot, you're right all along."
Yeah. And Starfire looks pretty cool too. She looks almost nothing like the original versions of her character, with the whole orange skin, red hair, purple outfit, or her green energy blast. It's pretty much just like that orangey and red seems to be kind of mixed into her skin and hair, I guess, when her powers are activated, and her blasts are almost like fire of the same color. But it does look really cool, especially with all those bright colors in the dark film. It's going to look super cool. And she seems to be more aggressive, considering she toasted like 10 people.
Yeah.
So it's going to be cool to see how those characters interact. The only thing that I'm not seeing is Cyborg in there anywhere, but they're probably not going to do that, because I'm pretty sure this is still tied to the DCU, unlike like that new Joker film that they're thinking about making.
Just remember, it's in the birth of it.
Yeah, and he's in...
It hasn't even grown yet.
Justice League. So we don't know where that's going to fall into place. But overall, I really like that, and I'm super excited to see where that goes, or if they release another trailer. But we are going to get straight into the Aquaman trailer, which me and Paul have not seen yet. And based off of Jason Momoa's performance in Justice League, I feel like this one is going to be really cool, because he was
serious type.
One of my, if not my favorite part of Justice League. And there was a lot of stuff not to like in Justice League, but he was one of the things that
at birth, it hasn't been full grown.
Yeah, he's one of the things that I took from Justice League that I really liked. So we're gonna check this out.
My father was a lighthouse keeper. My mother was a queen. But life is a way of bringing people together.
We could unite our worlds one day.
Check it out. Arthur is talking to the fish.
They made me what I am. Permission to come aboard.
I've been looking for you. Your half-brother, King Orm, is about to declare war upon the surface world.
The only way to stop this war is for you to take your rightful place as king.
Trust me, I am no king.
You do your best thinking when you're not thinking at all.
That was the worst pep talk ever.
Might want to strap in. Welcome home.
That was so cool. Yeah.
My brother has come from the surface to challenge me for the throne.
I call it an ass whooping. I'm no leader. I came because I have no choice. I came to save my home and the people that I love.
You think you're unworthy to leave because you're of two different worlds. That is exactly why you are worthy.
Ooh, Black Manta.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
The war is coming to the surface. And I'm bringing the wrath of the seven seas with me.
Like I said, remember? When it first? Get more fair.
We're here.
What are you doing? Wait.
You should have a parachute.
Redheads, you gotta love them.
Oh my God, December 20th. That is sick,
Yeah,
man.
you gotta write that one down. That was by far the best of the three.
Yes.
Aquaman is kind of someone who's kind of crapped on in the DC universe, in the comics, just because he's kind of viewed as the useless Justice League member type thing. But then when they introduced Jason Momoa, everyone kind of changed their view on the character, and they're taking it in a really good direction. Even though he doesn't have the stereotypical look of Aquaman, he's still playing the character and acting as Aquaman would. They picked a really good actor for Black Manta, and I'm super excited that they included him as one of the villains in here, because he is at least in my top 5 favorite DC villains. I did make a top 10 DC villains, and he's only number 10, I think. But that's usually in power range, less than my physical or personal preference. But he is one of my favorite villains. And it seems that they're kind of going Justice League Throne of Atlantis story, which DC has already made into a super successful animated movie, except this time I guess they're cutting the Justice League part and it's just Aquaman.
Yes.
Which, from the trailer, looks crazy awesome.
Before it became connected to the Justice League.
No, this takes place after Justice League. You said the birth before Justice League.
Wait. Here's the Justice League, and the Aquaman is his own movie.
Yeah.
Compared with the Justice League.
Yeah.
The Aquaman movie was more fighting against whatever in the underwater, compare the land with the Justice League and torn.
And that's another thing, is he was already super powerful in Justice League, and he was jumping around and taking out parademons and all sorts of crazy stuff, fighting against Steppenwolf. But now he's in his natural element.
Right.
And that's another thing, is his habitat is Atlantis.
Oh yeah.
From that little bit that we get to see of Atlantis, it looks amazing.
He played his part pretty serious.
The artists and whoever the people that work on the CGI, either way, I don't know what their title is, but they did a really good job making Atlantis feel like Atlantis so far from what I'm seeing. It looks familiar yet alien at the same time, and it looks very, very close to what I think of when I think of Atlantis in the DC universe. And it's cool to also see that we're going to get to see Orm, his brother, or Ocean Master, as his villain title. And it looks like they're doing pretty good with him too. You don't get to see much of his suit, but looking at the other people's suits, it seems that they're sticking pretty close to the comics in terms of suits. And I really like Ocean Master's suit too. So it's really going to be cool to see all those people fighting against each other. And I'm super excited to see this movie. Like, I was already kind of excited to see a solo Aquaman movie, but now I'm even more excited because that looked really, really good.
Yes, it did, because when you made the Aquaman, you should have done that in the first place before hitting Justice League.
Yeah, that's what they should have done with the like Marvel, the Avengers.
Because you have each individual heroes before they start to be reunited.
You need to set the base. You need to build the character before you can have them interact with other characters.
Right.
Or you're just going to have a flat story, right?
Yeah, and they're going to end up going like, okay, Justice League, and they end up having Aquaman. So, what are you going backwards, or you want to go forward? So you want to go forward, you got to start with individual heroes before you come and bringing them together.
Yeah. Yeah, we could talk about how DC could improve Justice League and different DC movies all day. But we have completed what we were here to do.
Yeah.
We have reviewed the 3 trailers, given you our opinion, and so far they all look really well. I just hope that this stays as kind of a theme for DC in building more characters and less of fitting what they want to do movie-wise.
Oh yeah, another thing, just be patient about it.
Yeah.
Okay, just don't jump into conclusions.
Yeah.
Because then you get all mad about or confused or irrational about it.
Yeah. But either way, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, drop a like, comment a video suggestion. I will try to leave the links to these videos in the description. Obviously, there's different people posted the same trailers, but I'm going to try to leave the ones that we actually watched in the description so you guys can go watch them. And yeah, leave a like, comment a video suggestion, and subscribe. And we will see you in the next video. I don't have my Thor hammer. I need something else to hit the camera with. Paul is signing off.
Yeah. Peace.